In this tutorial, I'll show you how to create a printable photo calendar in Canva from scratch. We'll be creating this clean, minimalist A4 photo calendar with the large photo at the top, the month name on the left, and the monthly calendar on the right. You can use a different paper size, and you can easily adapt this layout to your own style. You can also experiment with different layouts using the same core design elements. To start, create a new design in Canva. You can type your preferred print format into the search bar or browse the print category. You can also click Custom Size, choose one of the popular layouts, or select inches or centimeters and enter your own dimensions. I'll choose document A4 Portrait, but you can use any other print format you'd like. For example, if you're located in the US or creating a calendar for the US market, you may want to use the US letter format instead. Once you have your document open, go to File, Settings, and enable Show Margins. For this design, we don't need to enable Show Print Bleed, since all of our elements will remain within the margins. First, let's create the photo placeholder. Go to Elements, search for Grid, and choose the first one. Resize it so it fills the top portion of the page within the margins, leaving enough space at the bottom for the month name and calendar. This grid will act as a placeholder for your photos, and later you'll simply drag and drop your images into it. Now, let's build the calendar itself. Go to Elements, Tables, and click on the first table. This table starts with 3 columns and 4 rows, but we'll need 7 columns and 7 rows. The first row will contain the names of the days, while the remaining rows are for the dates. Most months require 5 or 6 weeks, although February occasionally fits into just 4 weeks. We'll start with the maximum number of rows and remove any extra later. First, hold Shift on your keyboard and make the table a little smaller. Now, add columns and rows until you have 7 of each. You can do this by selecting any table cell, clicking the 3 dots above or beside it, and choosing Add Column or Add Row. Move the table to the bottom right corner of the page and align it with the margins. Then, make it wider so it extends toward the center of the page. Finally, select the entire table. Click the 3 dots again and choose Size Rows Equally and Size Columns Equally. Next, let's style the table. Select the entire table and choose your preferred font and font size. I'll use Nonito Sans Condensed Light, and I'll set the font size to 10. I'll also adjust spacing, cell spacing, and set it to 2 to make the table a bit more compact. We can fine-tune everything later as we fill in the table. Since I want a clean, minimalist design, I'll later remove all of the table borders and leave only the text visible. For now though, I'll keep the default borders so you can see exactly what I'm doing and which cells I'm selecting. In the first row, enter the names of the days. I'll be using a Monday start, and I'll use single letters only. Now, let's fill in the dates. Instead of entering all the dates manually, we'll use an online calendar as a reference. Go to timeanddate.com and under Calendar, choose the full year you want. Select a country to get your preferred week format and click the button below to open the calendar. This is a 2027 calendar starting on Monday, which is the format I'll be using. January here fits into 5 rows of dates. The same month starting on Sunday requires 6 rows. Now, let's copy the January dates into Canva. I'll select the entire month, including any empty cells at the beginning and the last date of the month. It's important to include those empty cells at the beginning of a month because they keep the dates aligned correctly when we paste them into Canva. Copy the selection and go back to Canva. Click on the first empty cell in the calendar table and paste the dates. Since January, in my example, fits into 5 rows of dates, there is an empty last row. We'll leave it for now and remove any unnecessary rows after we duplicate the pages and fill in all the months. Now, let's add the month name. Press T on your keyboard to create a new text box. Place it on the left side underneath the photo. I'll type the month abbreviation in uppercase. For the font, I'm using Abril Fatface. I'll set the font size to 80 and align the text box with the table on the right. Before we duplicate this page, let's make a few final adjustments. First, I'll remove all of the table borders by selecting the entire table, going to Border, Border Style, and choosing None. Now, let's make the names of the days stand out a little more. To select only the first row, click the first cell, hold Shift and click the last cell in the row. You can then simply click Bold. Since I'm using Nunita Sun's condensed light, I'll change it to medium instead. I'll also clear the dates from January so we can easily add the dates for each month later. To quickly remove the dates, select the first cell in the second row, then hold Shift and select the last date of the month. Press Delete on your keyboard and you'll have a clean calendar layout. Duplicate this clean calendar page until you have all 12 months. Then, simply change the month names. Now, let's add the dates for each month. Go back to timeanddate.com and open the calendar for the year you're working on. Select the entire month of January, including any empty cells at the beginning and the last date of the month. Copy the selection and return to Canva. Click the first empty cell in the second row of the calendar table and paste the dates. Repeat this process for all months. As you can already see, some months may have 1 or even 2 empty rows. Before deleting those extra rows, check the height of the original table so you can keep the table the same size. Select the table, go to Position and copy the height value. Then, click any cell in the empty row, open the 3-dot menu next to the row and choose Delete Row. Finally, select the entire table again. Go back to Position and paste the original height value or enter it manually. Once all the calendars are finished, it's time for the fun part. Simply upload your photos and drag them into each grid. I'll be using my own black and white coastal photography collection, but you can use family photos, travel pictures, landscapes, artwork, quotes, or any other graphics you'd like. Because we're using Canva's grid element, the photos will automatically fit inside the frame. If you need to adjust the photo inside the grid, double-click it and move it left or right, up or down. Once you understand the basic structure, it's easy to create calendars in almost any style. When you're happy with your design, click Share, then Download. Under File Type, choose PDF Print and click the Download button below. And that's it! You now have a fully customizable printable photo calendar that you can adapt and reuse for future years by updating the dates and making small adjustments when needed. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more Canva tutorials, printable design ideas, and creative resources. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.